Goodness, God, Gabriel knocks it down from long range. The score 85-84, Benedict on top with 10 seconds to go.
We're also sending our feed over right now, live look-in as they get ready for the next CAU men's game versus Edward Waters down there in the jungle in Duval. So they're watching us now, Sly, so say hello to the folks down in Duval.
Hello to the people down there in Jacksonville, Duval County. We got us a good one over here, some great SIAC basketball action here on the Black College Sports Network. You hear the band of distinction in the background making noise. You see the youngsters over there from Long Middle School. The Warriors having some fun. Too bad the camera doesn't have behind us. It's a packed house on the student side. The student section is full over here. My goodness, what a ball game. Back and forth these past 3 minutes or 4 minutes on the game clock. The first half was all Benedict. Benedict jumped out to an early lead and maintained the lead all the way till about 4 minutes to go in the game. And then Albany State with the hot shooting of the one and only Blaze Wallace have came back. They have came back, took the lead a couple of times, managed to push a three-point lead, but Benedict battled their way back, and Gob Gabriel nailed the three ball to put Benedict up by one. And now you have it. Now you have it. 10.9 seconds to go. 10.9 seconds. He'll by the Benedict Tigers at the end of the game, standing up big, Gob Gabriel inside the lane. Oh my goodness. 4 seconds to go. There is still plenty of time left in this ball game. 4.2 seconds to go. Brandon Beidelman on the line. It's not over yet. Couple of kids waving their keys, but it's not over with yet. Beidelman on the line. He knocks down the first one. He has to hit this one right here. Beidelman on the line. He'll set up. He'll take his time. The youngster from Charlotte. He knocks down both of them. They'll get it in. Poteet will have it. Poteet, a half-court heave. And it's over. It is over. The Benedict Tigers will walk out of here with a win. Oh, my goodness. What a game. What a game. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll join you back here on the Black College Sports Network.
It's like a loop machine.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
What up, y'all? It's Gary Gray. Check it out. I need you to do something for me. Join me April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia for Urban Nerd Con. going to be lit. Okay. Our heroes, our villains, everyone's coming. See y'all there.
Visit theurbannerdcon.net to get
and welcome. We're action here at Edward Waters University. We've got the Edward Waters Tigers, white tops, white bottoms with orange and purple trim versus the Clark Atlanta Panthers. Clark Atlanta making the almost 400-mile drive here, just over 6 hours from their campus to play Edward Waters. I'm Madre Allen on your play-by-play here, joined by David Jones. David, we've got a great contest. We've got Edward Waters here listed at 3rd in the SIAC versus Clark Atlanta here at 4th. Two very tough teams in the SIAC East.
And listen, Clark is one of those teams you just don't know. They're a very dangerous team within the SIAC, and Edward Waters has been on a roll. They've won 3 of their last 4 with the big win over Fort Valley, 102-81 previously, and Clark has won 4 in a row with the big win against number 8 Benedict, who's number 8 in the country. They won in overtime 88-84, so both teams are trending in the right direction, so this should be a good contest tonight.
We've got Clark Atlanta coming in at 11-3 on the season. They are 5-3 within the conference and 4-2 on the road. Edward Waters coming in under the first season of new head coach Cabral Huff, 7-8 on the season, but 6-3 in conference in the SIAC.
And listen, Edward Waters is one of those teams where people have to pay attention to what they're doing. They are definitely trending up right now.
At a 3x4, that one is blocked. They'll get it back to 4-4. We'll go 3-ball again. That one no good. R.J. Nord, the transfer from Elon, in for the Tigers. We got 14 seconds on the shot clock. Pull-up jump shot there, no good. Edward Waters not shying away from that 3-ball early. And they have a 2-0 lead. Got it inside. That bucket will go for Kane.
That was Kari Kane that scored that, correct?
Yes. These two teams will get up and down as we see early pressure from Edward Waters. Now I'll have an opportunity to work against this Clark Atlanta zone. Down to 8 seconds on the shot clock. 5 seconds. We got a baseline drive here. Dipped up, layup no good. Tipped around. We've got some contact, but no foul call there. Ford tried to bank it off the glass. That one no good. Now Ford will pick up full court here. And he's all over Stewart. Stewart will get it across. And now Edward Waters will show some zone as well.
Stewart, part of the, him and his twin brother, part of the dangerous guard combination for Clark Atlanta.
Fuller gets the bucket inside for Clark Atlanta. Now Clark Atlanta will show some full court pressure. They'll be in a 1-2-2. Kick out, wide open corner 3. That one is short, no good. And the Tigers have not been able to get the 3-ball to fall so far. And we got a 2-point lead for Clark Atlanta. 17 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the first half. If you tuned in, it was the Clark Atlanta Lady Panthers getting a big win over the Lady Tigers of Edward Waters in our first matchup of the afternoon.
Yeah, the Waters number 23, you're around 14 and second first goal.
The men's matchup, following that matchup, sure to be an entertaining one, as we mentioned how successful both of these teams have been in the SIAC East.
And travel.
Get a turnover here.
As you said, Madre, this game is important for both teams. Edward Waters looking to make a statement win over Clark, and Clark is looking to stay in that top tier of the SIAC conference.
When you look at the teams, we got a corner 3 from Vino Glover. That one no good. Offensive rebound. Tigers have been able to rebound well. Another 3 no good. Edward Waters shooting the 3. They're getting wide open looks, but just could not get it to fall. Our score remains 4-2.
Edward Waters very active on the offensive glass, though.
They'll go to a 1-4 set and inbound underneath their own basket. That will be Christian Ford. Dribble handoff between Ford and Glover. Kicks it over to Mitchell. Mitchell, the leading scorer for Edward Waters. Passed up an open three, will dribble in for the pull-up, and that one is good. Vino Glover. I want to talk about this Edward Waters team. They have won more conference basketball games this season at the midway point than they did all of last year. What does that say about the job Cabral Huff has done at Edward Waters so far?
Coach Huff has done an excellent job in getting things rolling for Edward Waters. You know, they didn't have Edward Waters picked high in SIAC, but Coach Huff is making Edward Waters a believer.
This Tigers defense has been swarming all over the Panthers. We're tied at 4, 15:50 remaining in the contest.
Tied at 4, and we have a nice little crowd here. As we go into this timeout, you know, you look at this right here, you know, I really look at this, you know, as Coach Huff gets with Coach Reedy as they go over their game plan. This is going to be a back and forth game, and this is going to be a strategized game as we look at this. I really like where Edward Waters is going as they're trending up, Andre.
We're talking about two head coaches in Alfred Jordan and Cabral Huff that have a lot of experience at multiple levels of basketball.
Yes.
Coach Huff has been on Division I staffs at Alcorn State. He also is a Morehouse grad. Well, how about this? Alfred Jordan is a Clark Atlanta grad.
Yes, he is.
And the last time Clark Atlanta won the SIAC, Alfred Jordan was a part of that crew that helped them do that.
Him and Coach Walker, who's at Arkansas Little Rock.
Absolutely, coming with Coach Walker. Two coaches that know how to win basketball games, so it's not a surprise. Coach Jordan in his second year at Clark, Huff in his first year at Edward Waters, bringing two teams and completely turning around these two programs.
Yeah, they've done an excellent job, like you said, in turning both of these programs around, and both of them are formidable SIAC opponents. I look for them in March to make some noise, both of these teams.
The SIAC East is reshuffling as Benedict has lost 2 games in a row. They lost to Morehouse last night, so Morehouse will take the lead in the SIAC East with Edward Waters and Clark Atlanta right behind them. Morehouse will be here Monday night as Edward Waters on the run. Got it inside, spinning, no good, and Edward Waters just cannot get the lid off the basket early on. They've had some shots at point-blank range, just couldn't get it to go. That shot off the glass by Stewart, no good, and officials letting the play. We've got a lot of contact. Tried to outlet that one, ends up in the hands of Glover. He gets it to Nord, got it inside, and Ford threw it away.
Both teams turning the ball over.
Now, we saw an official timeout for a possible injury in the women's game earlier today. What I would like to see the official timeout for is to get some of these wet spots up off the floor.
Yeah.
We've seen bodies hit the floor early. And that 3.
Tough shot.
Wow. By Stewart. I mean, knocked that one down with a hand all over. Dangerous pass by Ford. Stewart, no good off the side of the rim. That was Elijah Stewart with a miss. 3, Vino Glover. These two teams are wasting no time. I mean, they are flying up and down the floor. Ford defends. Nord thought about the 3. Nord, reverse layup is good with the left hand. RJ Nord.
Christian Ford. Was that Ford?
RJ
that was
Nord
RJ
with
Nord.
the bucket. And the Tigers continue with this pressure. This is a game played at a breakneck speed.
And as you said, Nord, the Elon transfer.
Oh,
they got a block.
I thought Ford got there early enough to take the charge, but officials say no. Now, bodies are hitting the floor here. I want to see if the officials are paying attention. We've got a couple of clear wet spots, one by the Clark Atlanta bench there, and then we probably got another one right up underneath the basket. That first free throw, up and down, is good.
Desmond Perkins, the sophomore from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
You gotta love the pace of this game. If you're a basketball fan, and if you're a basketball player watching this game, this is the type of environment that you want to play in.
Absolutely.
Raucous crowd as we'll get a substitution here for Clark. Into the game will be number 5. That's Jalen Williams. Dealing with this Clark Atlanta pressure. They're trying to slow the Tigers down. Got it inside, some contact, no foul call. I cannot believe there wasn't a foul call on that play. But the Tigers will continue to pressure. Reverse layup, tipped around, no good, and the Tigers come away with a stop. 3-point deficit. At some point, you got to believe some of these open looks that the Tigers are getting are going to fall. On the attack. With the slam! Deshaun Edwards just dunked them through the floor.
Skying for that. Back and forth action. Wow.
And this crowd is going absolutely nuts. If that shot would have gone,
they would have raised the roof.
We've got everyone here. President Faison on the sideline, and we've got a basketball game.
Wow.
I mean, this crowd
is electric right now.
If you could see the crowd behind us, it is packed in. Got a slip on the floor. That's going to be a technical foul. You got to give him a technical foul there.
That's going to be a delayed game warning. Delayed game. They'll give him delayed game.
Delayed game if you throw the ball to the ref.
Yeah.
You hit the opposing player with the basketball. That should be a technical foul. You want to? I understand the official want to let the players play, but if you hit an opposing player with the basketball after you score, that's a technical foul.
And you can tell he was a little emotional because he was on the receiving end of that dunk.
Officials got to do the job. Now we'll get the makeup call for not calling the tech underneath the basket. You gotta love it.
And how ironic. Deshaun Edwards is the one with the dunk over Kari Kinde, both of them North Carolina products.
A lot of these guys who play college basketball, so many of these kids know each other.
Exactly.
These two from the same state likely played AAU against each other, maybe rival high schools, you never know. We've got a 2-point game here, 11-9 with 12:07 remaining on the game clock. I mean,
I'm loving this game. I'm loving this atmosphere. This is great.
If you are a high school prospect, this is the type of game that you want to play in. This is what HBCU basketball is all about.
Yes, it is. This is what it's supposed to be.
Look at that pressure from Everett Waters. They break it. Get to the basket. No good. Tipped around. And Clark will reset after the offensive rebound. 17 on the shot clock.
Boy, this Everett Waters atmosphere is rocking. Almost a over and back. Looks like the referees might have missed the over and back right here at half court.
And he absolutely did. It's the same official that fell asleep and didn't call the technical underneath the basket. If you're going to be bad all night. But, I guess you give him a point for being consistent. We've got a timeout on the floor. We've got a 1-point basketball game, 11-10. We'll be right back after the break.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
Around town, people try to get down. It's like a loop machine.
And we are back here at Edward Waters. 11-10 our score. 11:41. I'm Andre Allen on the play-by-play here, joined with David Jones. David, Clark shooting free throws here. Tell us what you've seen so far in this game as Martin goes to the line.
Man, back and forth action. I'm loving what I see here between both teams. Both teams are very competitive, going at each other, and I'm excited for this game. This is what HBCU basketball is about.
Martin, second free throw, rattles home, gets that one to go. Martin, the leading scorer for Clark Atlanta. 3-point basketball game. 11:36 remaining on the game clock. Now Clark making the adjustment. Clark will go man.
Clark is going to go man. We'll see what Coach Huff has as he draws up his set.
They get it to Goliath Mitchell. Goliath, the leading scorer for Edward Waters, but could not get the floater over the top to go. It'll be Clark basketball.
Edward Waters is going to.
Williams taking a look at it, and we got to get to that wet spot on the floor. I'm going to mention that to the official. We got to get that up. Inside, tipped around. No.
And one.
And they'll get a score.
Xavier Griffin.
That is just a big bucket from a big body inside.
Besides his second personal, 15 foul, back for Edward Waters, number 1 RJ Norwood. And remember, shooting one.
Free throw is good. And Griffin gets the three-point play.
Clark is going to stick with that press.
16-10.
Edward Waters is able to break it without any issue.
Mitchell, three ball. Lineup is good. And Goliath Mitchell,
He
got
gets
to
on
get
the
him
board.
going.
Yeah, get him going. That's what makes Edward Waters tough when he gets it going.
He averages 17 points a game, does Mitchell. Mitchell has the basketball and on the run. He gets it to Glover.
Oh,
Glover, three.
the wet spot. There's a wet. They call a timeout and get that wet spot up.
And it's been clear that there's a wet spot there. We've had multiple
Why did they
players
stop the
slipping it.
game? Yeah, get that wet spot up. And that's from an injury perspective there.
If they give me a timeout long enough, I'll run out there and get it. Christian Ford tipped it away. There's a lot of physicality out here.
Oh, tough.
That score is good. That's Williams getting on the board for Clark Atlanta. Got a 5-point deficit. Double high screen there. RJ Norris wide open. Looked like he may have lost his footing a little bit.
Yes, he did. He did.
Christian Ford ends up with it up underneath the basket. Tried to get it to Nord. Nord will get fouled. Now someone's going to get the wet spot. We got a youngster that's taking his own sweet time, but he's getting to it. Thank you, young man. We've got a couple. There's RJ Nord. First free throw, no good. And look at Coach Jordan on the sideline saying, no, don't get that one up. And R.J. Nord gets the free throw to go.
Cuts it to 4. Edward Waters with the press.
Williams handling the pressure well. For Clark Atlanta, we've got a 4-point game. 17 seconds on that shot clock. And the time they're taking off the clock is almost like a timeout.
Yeah.
With this game. I mean, nice angle on the lay-in, and that one is good.
That was Demetrius Hedgesmith.
6-point basketball game. 20-14. Mitchell taking a look at it, and they are running everything they can at Mitchell. Nord thought about taking the three, did not. He'll pull it out.
Shot clock at 5.
Got it inside.
They had a foul. Foul's going to be on Hedgesmith.
The Panther now number 21 lead is in with his reversal. 13th foul. Tigers ball to the baseline.
We'll get an inbound underneath the Tigers' own basket. Inside, going to work. Stick moving good. As
Tolbert
gets the bucket inside. 4-point basketball game. And the Tigers continue to pressure.
You know, Monter, I've been saying for a while now, Tolbert is an important piece for Edward Waters.
Mitchell probing. Kicks it back out to Nord. They'll go ball screen with Nord and Tolbert. Step off 3. That one no good. Might not be the shot that they wanted, and Huff is all over Nord right now. And Nord is going to get a sub, taking that shot with 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. It's probably not a shot that Huff is upset about if it's 5 seconds.
Oh, turnover. Oh, they called him. Oh, wow.
Not surprised at who's calling that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
7:54 remaining on the game clock.
16th foul. There's timeouts on the floor.
And we've got a timeout on the floor, so we'll go to a quick break, and we'll be right back with our first half of action.
We're back. It's time for the 2024 Urban NerdCon. Join us in Atlanta, Georgia, April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel. Special guests include the Sci-Fi Sisters. From the Fairly Odd Parents, Gary L. Gray.
What up, y'all? It's Gary Gray. Check it out. I need you to do something for me. Join me April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia for Urban NerdCon. It's going to be lit. Okay. Our heroes, our villains, everyone's con. See y'all there.
Visit theurbannerdcon.net to get your buy one, get one free badges before the price increases. Remember, our heroes, our villains, our stories, everyone's con.
When it comes to professional learning.
And we're back here. We've got a 4-point basketball game, 20-16 our score. Clark Atlanta Panthers leading Edward Waters. Dave, what do you think we see on this Clark Atlanta possession out of the timeout?
I would have to assume they're going to try and pound it in again. The guards have been playing good for Clark, but they're going to try and take advantage of their size.
We mentioned this coaching battle. We've got 2 incredible coaches on the sidelines between Alfred Jordan and Coach Cabral Huff.
Absolutely.
Got it to that mid-range, no good, and it was Tolbert with the rebound. Tolbert will fight for it to come away with the basketball. He gets it to Mitchell, and Mitchell will set the table for Edward Waters.
So they're going to try and run their 1-4 set right here.
Get it inside to Tolbert. Tolbert rattles it in.
Madre, like I said, man, Tolbert is the key to this game, man. They need his inside presence.
We've got a 2-point basketball game.
Tolbert with the block.
That was blocked.
Tolbert playing solid so far.
7:02 on our game clock. Clark Atlanta will inbound with 18 seconds remaining on the shot clock. It's been balanced scoring for Clark Atlanta.
Yes, it has.
I've got Andrew Stewart with a 3. Everybody else with 2. I've got about 5 players with 2 points. They ignore the fans saying that they're late in the shot clock. That's a difficult shot right there.
Tolbert
battling for the rebound.
Tough. Adonis Tolbert. Inside presence, able to snag a rebound. And he's fouled.
For Clark, as we mentioned, a really balanced production. I've got Fuller with 2, Perkins with 2, Martin with 2, Williams with 2, Xavier Griffin with 3, and Headsmith with 2.
Yeah.
A lot of guys have got their name in the book.
And Edward Waters is right here. They are right here, down 2. Can tie the game or go up 1 with a 3.
Elias Mitchell, good-looking basketball player off the glass, could not get that one to go. He is a scorer.
Yeah, out of bounds. It'll stay with Edward Waters.
You mentioned Goliath Mitchell averages 17 points a game. I mean, that is a good-looking basketball player right there.
Yes, he is, absolutely. They're going to need all of those 17 points tonight because I expect this game to go down to the wire.
His size and ability, much like what you would see at the Division I level.
Absolutely. You know, Andre, we talk about that all the time. The difference between Division II and Division I is so narrow these days.
Mitchell thought about the 3, did not take it. I thought he was putting that up. They go back inside to Tolbert. Tolbert.
Adonis Tolbert with 6 points. I'm telling you, he is playing inspired ball right now. You know, we talked to Coach Reedy earlier, and he said Adonis has been trending up.
We got ourselves a tie basketball game after the Tolbert bucket.
And we got an injury timeout.
He'll go see the trainer. That was Desmond Perkins. It looks like he got a finger knocked out of socket.
Yeah, gonna try and pop it back in.
So we'll get a timeout on the floor. So Dave, let's talk about what we see so far in the first half as we got an injury on the floor. What have you seen from Clark Atlanta that's been set out to you?
Clark Atlanta, you know, it's almost right on cue. The big thing with Clark Atlanta that everybody knows is their guard play. Their guard play has been solid pretty much the majority of the season, headed by the twins, you know, of Elijah Stewart and Andrew Stewart, who are grad transfers. You know, they make this team go. And, you know, they're able to break the press. They're able to play solid basketball. And, you know, Clark is going to be one of those teams that you're not going to want to see at the end of the season. But
3
much
seconds
credit.
on the clock. Late in the shot clock, pull up by Stewart. That one no good, but they get an offensive rebound and a dunk.
And a dunk.
A thunderous dunk from Fuller. And now the lead is 2 for Clark Atlanta.
Edward Waters is a scrappy team. I love this team.
There's Deshaun Edwards.
Edwards comes right back after the dunk. They don't back down at all, and that's a staple of a Cabral Hub team.
Deshaun Edwards had a monster dunk early on in the first half. 3-point field goal, no good, tipped around. As you mentioned, Clark Atlanta working inside. And that's a Fuller
That's
for
Fuller,
2.
yes.
Edwards has it. Spinning. Finishing.
And a foul. Nice spin move.
That foul will go against Shamani Fuller.
The second personal, 15th foul.
Two-point basketball game. Deshaun Edwards, another kid that has the type of build that you see at the Division I level and the athleticism after we've seen on the Thunder's dunk early in a basketball game.
Absolutely athletic. And, you know, he will definitely catch you if you don't know that scouting report. He will catch you with his athleticism.
Cabral Hoff mentioned how many transfers, Division I transfers, went up from the SIAC.
Oh, yeah.
Not frequently talked about, but SIAC littered with guys transferring up to the Division I level just speaks to how much talent is in this league year in and year out.
And Madre, you hit it right on the head. That's a testament to the SIAC talent.
Great kids, great coaching in this conference.
And let's not forget they have 2 teams in the top 25 in Benedict and Miles.
I would imagine Morehouse would be joining that as well, as Morehouse is sitting at 8-1 in the conference. Goliath Mitchell on the run. I mean, he is a player with the basketball. Christian Ford gets behind the line. Adonis Tolbert.
There we got a foul. Adonis Tolbert has been all over the board. You know, I have to say, look at this matchup between Cayenne from Clark and Tolbert from Edward Waters. Tolbert has the body over him. Cayenne is a couple inches taller, but I think Tolbert's body is going to give him trouble in the post.
1-point game. We've got 4:01 to play. They get it to Mitchell. They're going to get it inside. There's your guy, Tolbert. Turn around.
Tolbert! Man! Madre, I'm telling you, I've been saying it since we came down here. Tolbert is the key for Edward Waters.
8 points in the game and stops the shot there. Goes vertical, does Tolbert. Edward Waters with a 1-point lead.
Excellent game, back and forth.
25-24 our score. We got 3 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. Kane takes the three. Not the shot they want right there, but stripped away.
Great pass. Oh!
And a flush. That is when you have senior leadership, you talk about those guards.
Yes.
Stewart gets the back tip. Tolbert takes the jump shot. No good. That senior leadership of Stewart got the back tip and the steal.
They have a travel.
If you are a big man playing with either of the Stewart twins, just keep your hands up.
Absolutely.
We'll get a timeout on the floor, so we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with our action here at Edward Waters University.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
Around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Back here at Edward Waters University with a fantastic matchup between Clark Atlanta and the Edward Waters Tigers. We have a tremendous matchup, Dave, here. These two teams are going shot for shot in this basketball game.
I mean, I'm loving this game. For you guys that don't watch much HBCU or SIAC basketball, you definitely need to pay attention. This is a great game.
Get it to Mitchell. They've only got 9 seconds on the clock. Gonna have to get a shot up. Probing. 5 on the clock. Fadeaway 3. That one no good, but Tolbert with the rebound. Gets it to Edwards. Mitchell. 3. Tolbert again with another rebound.
And a foul. Adonis Tolbert has been a man on the boards.
That foul looks like, I
Tolbert has been all over the boards for Edward Waters, playing inspired basketball. Clark doesn't have anybody that can contain him on the boards right now.
1 point lead for Clark Atlanta as Tolbert goes to the line with the chance to put the Tigers back in the lead. He gets the first one to go. As you mentioned,
And so,
that is 9 points for Tolbert here in the first half. We're talking about a kid that currently averages 2 points a game, giving you 9 in the first half.
Give you 9 in the first half.
When you're battling for position in the SIAC East. You said inspired basketball. I can say that again. Stewart is just so good with the ball in his hands.
Yes, he is. Yes.
That was created by Stewart. Now, I'm wondering how long they're going to allow Clark Atlanta to play with the basketball after the score.
Yeah.
Edwards gets it inside.
Tolbert again.
Better be careful. Playing around with the 3-second call, but had it stripped away. Now they get it to Stewart. So slick with the handle. Stewart pull away. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Andrew Stewart for 2. What a shot. You think Alfred Jordan knows a little bit about guard play?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kick out. Christian Ford for 3.
Christian Ford.
That was absolutely created by the slick handle of Goliath Mitchell. Hit Christian Ford wide open for 3. Blocked away by Tolbert.
Tolbert again. I mean, playing inspired basketball.
Pull-up jump shot for Goliath Mitchell and 1.
Goliath Mitchell knocks it down and gives Edward Waters the lead.
Can't say enough about Goliath Mitchell. This kid is incredible. Slick handle, a blur with the basketball, and boy, can he shoot.
Adonis Tolbert comes out the game, I mean, has had a heck of a first half.
I love that they allowed Tolbert to have his field. Those are not his normal rotation minutes right there, but he had it going, and
he earned it. He earned it. And Huff rode that for the first half.
Could not get the free throw to go, and Edwards will pick up a foul.
And they're going to go to the line to put him in a bonus.
Can't argue that call right there.
Yeah.
Clear foul by Edwards. I love what Alfred Jordan is doing right now. He is gathering his team for the end of this half. It's so important in games like this that you open well, but that you also close out well. Alfred Jordan knows I've got 2 free throws. I'm going to pull my guys together, and I'm going to take a timeout without taking a timeout. Free throw is good.
That ties the ball game right there.
Xavier Griffith has been solid. We mentioned the balanced scoring, and that has continued. I've got Andrew Stewart with 5. I've got Kanari Kane with 6. Shamani Fuller with 6 also. And we'll get a timeout right here with a 1-point basketball game and 44 seconds remaining. We'll be right back after the break.
Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield, never not working.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
Around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
And we're back. back here in Jacksonville, Florida, Edward Waters University, and we have a heavyweight bout here, 32-31, a one-point game with 44 seconds remaining. Edward Waters locked in a heavyweight fight with Clark Atlanta. Dave, what do we think we're going to see from Edward Waters on this possession?
Edward Waters is going to go with the 1-4 set with Tolbert out of the game. You're going to look for a guard. Oh, is that a foul?
On the run, Stewart keeps the ball away from Edwards.
And
that's Elijah
Stewart, yes.
With the bucket. 3-point basketball game. On the attack.
Oh!
And that's Christian Ford trying to finish through the contact. It'll be a foul. That foul will go against Desmond Perkins. Alfred Jordan not happy about that call. He wanted a jump ball. Does not get it. And we'll send the 6'5" guard Christian Ford to the line. First free throw is good. I have 6 points in the game for Christian Ford. I have Goliath Mitchell with 5, RJ Nord with 3. And so. I've got Adonis Tolbert with 9. And for Christian Ford, I have him with 7 points. That's my unofficial book. I'll get you official stats in just a moment. 10 seconds remaining, shot clock turned off. 34-33. Pulls up, no good. And that's how the first half will end. 34-33, our score, 34-33. We've got a 1-point game. Clark Atlanta leading Edward Waters.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Amber May, and I'm a voice actor out here in Los Angeles. I'm the voice of Dia in Genshin Impact, Yanqing in Honkai Star Rail, the narrator in Comey Can't Communicate, and I also voice Brooklyn Barbie in the movie Barbie Big City Big Dreams. I'm here to let you know that I'm going to be a guest this year at Urban NerdCon in Atlanta. Yeah, woo! That's going to be April 26th through the 28th at the, where are we going again? It's going to be at the Cortland Grand Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. So, if you're a Genshin Impact fan, a MiHoYo fan, and you live on the East Coast, you got no excuse. Come see me. Urban NerdCon. Our heroes, our villains, our stories. Come on down. Let's do it. Let's get it on. Ugh.
We're back. It's time for the 2024 Urban NerdCon. Join us in Atlanta, Georgia, April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel. Special guests include Underworld creator Kevin Grievous, the Sci-Fi Sisters, and from Spaceballs and Star Trek Voyager, Tim Russ.
Hi, I'm Tim Russ. Join me April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia for the Urban NerdCon. Our heroes, our villains, our stories. Everyone con. I'll see you there. Live long and prosper.
Visit theurbannerdcon.net to get your buy one, get one free badges before the price increases.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
Around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
We're back. It's time for the 2024 Urban NerdCon. Join us in Atlanta, Georgia, April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel. Special guests include the Sci-Fi Sisters from the Fairly Odd Parents, Gary L. Gray.
What up, y'all? It's Gary Gray. Check it out. I need you to do something for me. Join me April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia for Urban NerdCon. It's going to be lit. Okay. Our heroes, our villains, everyone's con. See y'all there.
Visit theurbannerdcon.net to get your buy one, get one free badges before the price increases. Remember, our heroes, our villains, our stories, everyone's con.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
Around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Troy, you work here?
I'm never not working. Like Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield technology, up to 100% dandruff protection, even between washes. Never not working. Never not working. Never ever not working. Head & Shoulders Scalp Shield, never not working.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
Around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Amber May, and I'm a voice actor out here in Los Angeles. I'm the voice of Dia in Genshin Impact, Yanqing in Honkai Star Rail, the narrator in Comey Can't Communicate, and I also voice Brooklyn Barbie in the movie Barbie Big City Big Dreams. I'm here to let you know that I'm going to be a guest this year at Urban NerdCon in Atlanta. Yeah, woo! That's going to be April 26th through the 28th at the... where are we going again? It's going to be at the Cortland Grand Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. So, if you're a Genshin Impact fan, a MiHoYo fan, and you live on the East Coast, you got no excuse. Come see me. Urban NerdCon. Our heroes, our villains, our stories. Come on down. Let's do it. Let's get it on. Ugh.
It's like a loop machine.
We're back. It's time for the 2024 Urban NerdCon. Join us in Atlanta, Georgia, April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel. Special guests include Underworld creator Kevin Grievous, the Sci-Fi Sisters, and from Spaceballs and Star Trek Voyager, Tim Russ.
Hi, I'm Tim Russ. Join me April 26th through the 28th at the Cortland Grand Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia for the Urban NerdCon. Our heroes, our villains, our stories. Everyone con. I'll see you there. Live long and prosper.
Visit theurbannerdcon.net to get your buy one, get one free badges before the price increases.
This is Ryan Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
Around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Thank you guys for what you do for HBCU athletics. This is a fantastic avenue for all of us. This is our ESPN, so we love what you guys do. Brian, AD, Roy, all you guys at BCSN. We really appreciate what it is that you guys do for us.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
Around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Hello and welcome back. We are here live at Edward Waters University with a fantastic matchup between Clark Atlanta University Panthers versus the Edward Waters Tigers. I'm Andre Allen on the play-by-play here with David Jones on our color commentary. David, we have a tremendous game to break down today. Tell us what we saw in the first half.
You know, it's been back and forth action between these two SIAC heavyweights, and you can tell both teams are playing. They're playing with intensity because this game means a lot to both teams. Both teams need to win this game to be able to move up in conference play. As I look at this right here, Edward Waters playing great basketball. You know, Adonis Tolbert playing inspired, and Coach Huff has been riding him and rewarding him with extended minutes. But like we talked about before, the guard play of Clark Atlanta is so tough. These guys are experienced. They're seniors or grad transfers, and you can tell they don't get rattled easily.
We talk about the great players that we've matched up with, but we've seen two extremely talented coaches going head-to-head.
Absolutely.
And it's been moves and counter moves. David, what have you thought about the coaching battle so far?
Oh, man, and it's everything I expected and more. You know, both coaches, you have to love them. You know, Coach Alfred is an excellent coach. He's been great tutelage under Coach Darrell Walker, and now he has his time to take his own program, and he's shown what he can do with Clark Atlanta. And we all know Coach Huff has been a respected coach throughout the D1, the D2, the NAIA ranks. And, you know, with him coming to Edward Waters, he's putting Edward Waters where where they wanted. This is why they hired him. He's bringing Edward Waters, given that name that they wanted so bad in that recognition. And this game is showing that Edward Waters is going to be exciting for the future.
We're talking about two coaches that took over programs that weren't what they wanted for themselves. And the turnaround that Alfred Jordan has had for Clark Atlanta and what he's been able to do at Clark Atlanta has been tremendous. And then you mentioned Coach Huff being able to turn around Edward Waters. Edward Waters at 6-3 in the conference with more conference wins today than they had all of last season.
Yes.
It's incredible. These two teams are number 3 and number 4 in the SIAC East, and that East is tremendously difficult. You're talking about Morehouse and Benedict at the top, and then Edward Waters, Clark, and Savannah State rounding out that top 5. This is tremendously competitive conference.
You know what, Andre? I covered the Miles game earlier, and the Miles coach made a great analogy. He said, I don't want no part of that SIAC East. He said he don't want no part of it. And to your point, he mentioned all the teams that you just did. He mentioned how tough they are.
This is the black and blue division of the SIAC.
This is the AFC North right here. This is the AFC North.
Absolutely, the black and blue division of the SIAC. This SIAC East will get Clark Atlanta on the inbound. And for Clark Atlanta, it'll be Chris Martin on the trigger. And he'll be looking for Elijah Stewart.
And Martin's another experienced guard with Clark to go along with the Twins. It makes them such a solid guard tandem.
Here we go, 1-point basketball game, and our second half of action is officially kicked off. There's Martin on the dribble handoff, and he immediately gets to it. Off the one-leg jump shot, no good, but tipped around.
Great pass. Oh.
And they'll get a foul call on the inside as Goliath Mitchell poked it away.
As Kane is going to go to the line for 2. The 6'10 junior out of Raleigh. He's the anchor for them down low.
We'll get free throws here. 6 points, 6 rebounds in the first half. Could not get that one to go. Second free throw is good. And it'll be Clark Atlanta giving some pressure to Edward Waters. Edward Waters has it their first possession. Kick corner, 3-ball, Vino Glover. And the first basket for Edward Waters being a 3-point basket by Vino Glover.
Which puts them up 1.
And they'll continue to pressure, but now Clark throwing over the top of that press.
Kane scores again, yeah.
Got to be careful with that pressure if they can throw over the top. Clark Kane's a big target. On the drive, some contact, no call. R.J. Nord wide open. Nord on the drive, kicks it wide open forward. 3, no good. Offensive rebound. They'll share the basketball. R.J. Nord on the drive has it tipped away. Christian Ford had an open 3 and passed it up. Coach Huff on his coach's podcast talked about his team playing for each other, sharing the basketball, and that has been one of the keys to how they've been able to go on the run that they're on. Goliath Mitchell pull-up jump shot. That one no good. Vino Glover, offensive rebound. Vino Glover wide open. Vino, 3. Almost had another offensive rebound, couldn't do it. Clark Atlanta on the run. Oh, over the top in a jam.
That was Fuller with the jam.
Still a 3-point basketball game, 39-36, 18:09 on our official game clock. Goliath Mitchell and Chris Martin Might as well wrap up right there. You can tap it. Good hit. The SIAC is a man's league, and especially in the SIAC East.
Yes, it's a lot of physicality. You have to be able to handle that physicality or you won't make it in this league.
We talk about how many high school players just aren't ready to play right away.
And this is a reason why.
Look at the physicality of these games. Blocked away by Kari Kane. Stewart has the basketball. He'll center and pass it to his brother, Elijah Stewart. They'll get ready to go into their offense.
And this is what makes Clark dangerous, that experience.
They got that block-to-block screen. They looked inside. It was tipped away. And could not toe the line. As Amari Floyd couldn't get it going. Now, Amari Floyd had 26 points at Fort Valley. And I believe was 18 points at Albany State. So back-to-back. Great games for Amari Floyd. Has been quiet thus far.
Edward Waters went over 100 points in that game as well. 102-81 over Fort Valley State.
No good. R.J. Norris, tough rebound inside. R.J. Norris has been terrific, shown great leadership for this team. Now they'll swing it. Mitchell takes the Jordan dribble pull.
Great
that
shot.
one is good.
Great shot.
That is just beautiful ball movement by the Tigers right there.
Yeah, that was excellent right there.
Unselfish basketball. Oh, now we got a steal. That's Amari Floyd. They've got a 3-on-2. Goliath Mitchell for three.
It's no good. Martin.
And did they call that a block?
They called it a block. They're saying he was inside the circle.
Correct call. We'll take a look on the replay here. Inside of the arena.
Yeah, he was inside the circle.
Just inside the circle. That's the right call. Martin is so incredibly quick with the basketball.
Yes, he is. He's part of the heart and soul of this team, along with the Twins.
Listen, and Martin, not a small guy himself. All these guards in this game got a little bulk on them.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we say, these are experienced guards. So you're talking about with the bulk. These are young men, with the grad transfer experience as well as seniors. They have 4 or 5 years in, so their bodies are mature.
Mentioned R.J. Nord, the Division I transfer from Elon, part of this basketball team. They get it inside to Nord. Very patient, but they'll take the corner three.
Deshaun Edwards for three. Ties the ball game at 41.
David, I've got to ask you, as we watch Edward Waters continue to pressure, do they take any of the legs out of Andrew and Elijah Stewart? Or as we see Stewart missing a three-pointer right there, does it cause Stewart, Andrew, or Elijah to miss some shots they would normally make? Because
you know what, Padre? I know this might sound crazy, but I would almost take the chance on them. To me, that I would have to see the Twins beat me from three.
I don't know if I'll take that chance. Those guys are really good.
They're really good. They're really good.
Edwards inside.
Edwards again. Playing inspired basketball.
5 quick points from Deshaun Edwards.
Using his quickness to get a shot off. Oh, man.
Got it inside behind the zone. And caught R.J. Nord with the foul. And Kyrie Kanye.
That's 11 points for him.
We've got a timeout on the floor. And that timeout will be charged to Edward Waters. We got a tie basketball game as our Tigers will talk it over. I love watching this staff and how the staff of Edward Waters works together.
That's complete trust, Madre. That's complete trust in his assistants. And Coach Huff, he gives his assistants that leeway to give him the advice that he needs. And that's what makes him a successful coach. It's not just about one person. It's what each guy can add value. And each one of those assistants adds value to this Edward Waters University basketball staff.
They absolutely got a system for who's responsible for what and how they handle things. And each of these guys have talked about the difference that Coach Cabral Huff has made in this Edward Waters Tigers basketball staff.
And you can tell as you look around, you see the excitement, you see the fans talking about the games before they start. You can see they're building a culture here, and that's the important thing right here. And we always said the wins are going to come, and quite honestly, the wins are coming a lot faster than expected.
A lot faster than even I expected. I've watched Coach Huff for a very long time, back since when he was a high school coach.
Yes.
Coaching the lottery pick of Mike Beasley. Beasley now with the Milwaukee Bucks. Played his high school basketball for Coach Cabral Huff. I remember watching him then. So I've seen him take over several programs, and the winning always comes. But I agree with you, David. The winning coming a lot faster here than what I expected.
Free throw was made, and Clark is going to the press.
Still got a 1-point game, 44-43.
This is a heavyweight fight right here.
Edwards with the basketball. Edwards has it going. He's got 5 straight points. Edwards gets it inside.
They call it travel.
Shuffled his foot. Did Edwards. And now we'll see Adonis Tolbert checking back into the game after his big first half.
Yeah, very big first half. Inspired basketball. And that was the key because I didn't see anybody that can handle Tolbert down low. I mean, a number of offensive rebounds. He played inspired basketball, which gave Edward Waters a shot in the arm.
9 points and 7 rebounds for Tolbert. Challenge to the inside, but Kanye is going to get the bucket.
Kanye's having a good second half so far.
Goliath Mitchell crosses over the timeline and will set the table for Edward Waters. Looked inside, couldn't get it to him. Looked inside again. They're definitely trying to get it to Tolbert.
Yeah.
Mitchell, now he'll get it to Tolbert. Tolbert takes that mid-range jump shot. They want to get it to him a little closer to the basket.
Get it to him down low where he's really effective.
46-43. 3-point game. These two heavyweight champs have been trading blow for blow, shot for shot, as Xavier Griffith could not get that one to go.
In and
Goliath
out.
Mitchell on the run. Got to be careful. Too hot to handle for Tolbert as Mitchell hit the quick shovel pass. Edward Waters saying it was deflected. Official saying no. Three-point basketball game, 3 minutes and 47 seconds on our game clock. Now they try to get it inside. On the run, there's Edwards. Hey, two-hand jam, Deshaun Edwards.
Edwards, the athletic prospect, throws it down. Kanye slowed down. He didn't want another one on him.
Now a 1-point game. Pull up three. That one no good. The battle inside.
You know what, Madre? I'm going to stick to what I said. I'm going to take a chance on them from three, the Twins. I'm going to take a chance on that. If they're going to beat me from three, then so be it. But we got to get rebounds.
And that battle inside just absolutely continues. Bodies are hitting the floor. That will go against Adonis Tolbert, and Martin will go to the line. Martin just a fantastic player. When you talk about the guard play, Martin has to be included in that conversation along with Andrew and Elijah Stewart. They'll give Martin a second to deal with a possible injury, maybe hit knees. But now Martin will go to the free throw line. And I'm sorry, that's just a vet move by Martin.
Yeah.
Martin, first free throw is good. We'll get some substitutions. Out goes Goliath Mitchell. In comes Christian Ford. Also into the game is Jeremiah Quartain. Three-point basketball game. Clark Atlanta with the three-point leads. Quartain is absolutely getting harassed by Stewart. Quartain takes it inside. He's fouled. Sometimes that's what happens. When you overpressure the basketball, sometimes they'll just get into your chest and take it right to the rim.
Foul. That's a smart move. That's a smart move. That's a smart, experienced veteran move right there.
Quartain.
And he's only a freshman.
Another guard with size. Stewart enjoyed some conversation from the fans. Better be careful. 47-48. We've got a one-point game.
Great game. Great game.
Edward Waters' pressure just continues. Unrelenting pressure from Edward Waters. Maybe have a mismatch here. You've got Edwards on Stewart. They're going to give it up. Corner three. Got it.
Good.
It's a big shot by Jalen Williams with the
three. A 4-point lead.
Quartain got it to Edwards. Edwards will get a foul call. That foul looks like it will go against Mason.
Panthers foul number 23, Silas Mason is responsible.
That will be Mason's first.
Sean Edwards at the line for the Tigers.
Sean Edwards, very aggressive going to the basket.
A couple of power dunks from Edwards. First free throw is good. Both teams have shot the ball pretty well from the free throw line today.
And for the Panthers, number 21, Demetrius Estes.
Edwards right now with 15 points.
Coach Huff on his coaching show said it could be anybody's night. And shows that to be true with Tolbert, Edwards having a great day.
Absolutely, yes.
And he's sticking with them.
Earning those minutes.
To me, it just goes to the unselfishness of this basketball team as well. And guys are okay with their teammates having a good day.
That's trust. That's what that is. That's trust.
Shot outside. Almost stuck in there, and Mason did. Almost took away
the offensive rebound.
The rebound from Ford. We got a timeout on the floor, and now Huff listening to Jeremiah Quartain during the timeout.
Edward Waters is going to sit back and strategize, try and get this basket off their next offensive set. That's Coach Huff and Coach Reedy right there discussing game plan. It's been a great game. This is what SIAC basketball is about right here. Two heavyweights going back and forth. You have to love it in front of a great environment right here. For you guys that are watching on TV, this game is going to come down to execution this last 11 minutes and 43 seconds.
waiting to see. We've got Amari Floyd, the second leading scorer for Edward Waters with 0 points in this basketball game right now. Now, that could be great coaching from Alfred Jordan on the Clark Atlanta side, keying in to try to take Floyd away.
But that's a next man up mentality. You know, because you would think if he's not scoring, you would think Edward Waters would be in trouble. But again, it's that, like you said, that they talked about in the podcast. It's that trust in your teammates for the next guy to step up and be productive. You got to have it. You got to have it.
One thing I am watching, Amari Floyd not sulking on the sideline, cheering on his teammates, engaged from the bench in the game. It is. It's exactly that. Next man up. Everybody playing for each other. Beautiful drive, kick out. Got it to Edwards. Bounced around, inside to Tolbert.
And one. Adonis Tolbert again.
I'm coming away extremely impressed by the Tigers.
Either way.
If a team ever set the example for play like you love each other, this basketball team, they play like they really love each other.
But you know what? And these are the type of teams you want a team playing like this together in February, March, because that's when they're most dangerous. And like I said, to see them grow from the Columbus State game to now has been phenomenal.
1 point lead for the Tigers. Big rebound by Christian Ford right there. Edwards has the basketball. They'll get it back to Ford. Looking inside. They are looking for Tolbert. Now we'll get a play call from Huff.
And Cardin getting extended minutes as well, Madre. Another one.
Kick out. Ford passes up the three. Pull-up jump shot is good. Christian Ford for 2.
Christian Ford is having a strong game as well with 9 points.
Kari Kane gets another bucket inside. Still a 1 point lead for the Tigers.
Kane has had a strong second half for Clark Atlanta.
Turnaround jump shot.
Tough shot. Deshaun Edwards.
Deshaun Edwards say, I may not be able to stop you from scoring, Kari Kane, but you can't stop me either. Got it ahead. And we'll get the jam. Cortez.
Edward Waters up 5. Playing inspired basketball.
It has been that Edward Waters defense. We mentioned if that pressure.
Listen to these fans. Oh, tough shot. Chris Martin. Jeez.
That's a good basketball player right there.
That's that experience of them guards.
Chris Martin knew that they needed a score.
Yep.
And off the bench, here come
the twins.
Andrew and Elijah Stewart. And
Adonis Tolbert comes out the game playing inspired minutes again. I would have to say he probably is going to be back in this game sometime soon.
They'll get Goliath Mitchell back into the game. Leading scorer for Edward Waters on the season. As Martin gets the free throw to go. We got a 2 point basketball game here, 58-56. 9 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. They get it inside to Edwards. Edwards has it going. Mitchell, pull up, jump shot. Bang, Goliath and Mitchell.
Goliath Mitchell starting to heat up.
4 point lead for Edward Waters. This Edward Waters basketball team, for the folks who are watching here, this team, if I'm not mistaken, was picked to finish second to last in the conference. Not much expected as Hesbeth gets the jumper to go.
Great game back and forth.
Great coaching, players buying in.
Ooh.
Got the kick out. 10 seconds still on the clock. Pull up jump shot. Got it.
Christian Ford, tough shot on the step back for the mid-range.
Christian Ford got it going, 58-62, and the pressure for Edward Waters continues. Christian Ford tried to take the charge, but will get hit.
Chris Martin, a tough basket.
Every time that Clark Atlanta has needed a bucket,
Chris
Martin has been there for the Panthers. Two-point lead. Martin has a chance to cut it to one on this free throw right here.
That's good.
This game, I've got a feeling, is going to come down to the final possession.
Madre, you know, we talked about that early. Like, I felt like this game is going to come down to the wire, and it's going to come down to execution. And I wouldn't have it any other way. This is a great game.
Wild shot there by Cortang. As Edwards will come out and get a blow.
10 seconds to shoot. Tigers ball on the baseline.
Jump ball there, they'll get it into 4. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Cortang going to work. Cortang pull up. Shot no good. And we're going the other way.
62-61. Clark has a chance to take the lead if they can throw the basket. Great game.
7 minutes and 59 seconds, so we're just under the 8-minute mark. 1 point lead for Edward Waters. If you're Alfred Jordan and you're in that Clark Atlanta timeout, you're on the road, you've driven about 5 hours to be here to play this game. They've pressed and pressed and pressed to try to take their legs away, but you're still in a 1-point dogfight for the 3rd place in the SIAC East. What are you telling your team in this timeout?
I'm gonna ride the hot guy, Chris Martin. I'm going with Chris Martin again. One of the experienced leaders of that team. I look at it like I would not be surprised if Chris Martin is the one to take the shot. Now understand, these guards are intelligent enough and have a good IQ that if they don't have the good shot, that they have other guys that they can score. And honestly, everybody has been productive from Hedgespath to the Twins to Kyan, who has had a great second half. So that's what's made Clark dangerous.
They'll have to go the length of the floor and withstand this Edward Waters pressure as they have all night. They get it to Martin.
Martin. Oh, he
turns
gets it up.
Cortang with the basketball.
Cortang
with the left-hand layup.
Tough move.
Jeremiah Cortang with the steal and the finish. 3-point lead for the Tigers.
That was a big basket right there to give them a 3-point lead.
7:39 on the game clock. Shot clock down to 15 now. As Martin has the basketball, he gets it to Stewart. Left-hand layup to Stewart. It's a good basketball player right there.
Yes.
He made that look a whole lot easier than it was. We got a 1-point basketball game.
That was a tough shot with your offhand.
Now Clark Atlanta will show some zone. Got it inside. R.J. Nora, but it's blocked away. On the run. That layup is good by Elijah Stewart. Back-to-back buckets by Stewart. Now Clark Atlanta with the lead.
Yes.
Cortang with the basketball. And pull-up jump shot for Cortang.
Now it's Cortang playing inspired and gives Edward Waters the 1-point lead. Another guy off the bench giving inspired minutes and critical baskets for Edward Waters. Again, next man up mentality.
Edward Waters seems to have found a rhythm and is able to score consistently, whether it's man or zone. 66 to 65. Now, during the last time out, we talked about what Alfred Jordan would be saying to his team, but now it is time for Cabral Huff. He's up one. This is situational basketball, up one, 6:38 at home. What do you believe Cabral Huff and that staff is saying in the Edward Waters huddle?
Contain the guards. Contain the guards. Those guys are so tough between the twins and Chris Martin. You know, Elijah Stewart and Andrew Stewart and Chris Martin, they're a tough combination. Don't get me wrong, you know, Kyan has been playing really well and inspired the 6'10" big, but it's the guard play you're going to have to contain down to 6 minutes and 38 seconds. But I love with Edward Waters, the way they're playing with heart and tenacity.
Line up on the floor for our Tigers. We've got Christian Ford, Goliath Mitchell, Jeremiah Quartang, Adonis Tolbert, and R.J. Nord in the game for the final 6 minutes and 38 seconds. Notable absences is Calvino Glover and Deshaun Edwards. I'm sure we'll see those guys again. Quartang.
It's great D. That's great defense.
Tough three-point shot. Elijah Stewart.
You have to live and die on that one there, Montre. You have to. I mean, that's a tough contested three.
There are shot takers and shot makers. Christian Ford, three, lined up, no good. Panthers on the run. They've got a lead, a 2-point lead, and they get it to Elijah
That's a smart
Stewart.
move to bring it back out. That's a smart move. As
Shot
we
clock
say,
at 15.
the clock is their friend right here as they melt it down to 10 seconds.
Now it's Andrew Stewart and Christian Ford on him. They'll screen it. Pull-up jump. What a tough shot. Oh, my goodness. Goliath Mitchell with the rebound. Goliath spinning in the lane. Tipped away. Looked like there was some contact. No good. R.J. Nord drives it. Gets it inside to Christian Ford.
And a foul.
And Ford will go to the line.
That's a great pass. That was a great pass.
We talked about the unselfishness. That was a unselfish play. R.J. Nord passed up on the three. Drove the basketball and found Christian Ford cutting to the basket. First one for Ford is good. Ford has an opportunity to tie this basketball game with this next free throw. And there'll be a timeout. We'll get a 30-second timeout for Coach Jordan. I love watching this coaching battle as much as I love watching the battle on the floor between the players.
Look, Coach Jordan, in this timeout, he's already discussing his strategy of what he wants. And this will probably, if Ford knocks down the free throw, will tie the game. Now we're getting into clutch time, Madre. With this being in clutch time, every possession is important. And I'm sure Coach Jordan is reminding his team, no bad shots.
Are they really bad shots when you're Elijah Stewart? Is there any such thing as a bad shot if you're Elijah Stewart or Chris Martin?
Hey, at the end of the day, you want high percentage shots. Whether they're tough, you want high percentage. You don't want those tough shots every time.
I feel like Elijah Stewart here in the last 3 minutes has said, bad shot for you, easy shot for me. He's made some big ones. 1-point basketball game, Christian Ford. Second free throw on the line and good. And Ford gets that free throw to go.
Tie ball game.
Approaching the 5-minute mark. Tiger defense continues, almost thrown away. Martin handles it. You see how everyone just respects Martin's speed. Wet spot on the floor. Martin able to gather himself. Still a lot of time left. Martin blocked away by Tolbert.
Great job by Tolbert.
Nord on the run.
Out of bounds, Tigers ball.
That was tipped away. I don't know who the young man was that was wiping up the sweat earlier, but we're going to need somebody to take care of the wet spot now. No one in sight. We got a tie basketball game, 68. Goliath Mitchell, wide open three ball.
Oh, no good.
Could not get it, but R.J. Nord, another big play.
Was that a foul? Wow.
That was
close.
Absolutely a foul, but no call there.
Wow, they let him play.
Mention the physicality in this league. Some of that comes with it. The officials just.
AFC North.
And that's a vet move right there.
Yeah, that's a veteran move by Martin right there.
That is just Martin drawing a foul on Christian Ford. Now, I know in the NBA they've removed the rule where you can jump into the player.
Yeah.
But I don't think that rule has been removed at the college level. So Martin will go to the line. As Ford is telling the official.
Misses the first.
Now on cue, we see Vino Glover coming back into the game and Deshaun Edwards coming back. So on the floor for the Tigers, Vino Glover, Goliath Mitchell, Quartang, Adonis Tolman. Now we've got a 1-point game after the Martin free throw.
That gives 10 points for Martin on that made free throw.
Quartang with the basketball. They'll work against this zone. Got it to Glover. And they're looking inside, trying to get it to Tolbert. Edwards. Got it inside. Quartang, three. On target, but couldn't get it to go. Rebound by Kari Kane. And now Elijah Stewart will set the table for the Panthers.
They're going to slow it down and get that shot clock under 10 again.
1-point lead here. It's been anybody's game all night. They're going to pull up jump shot.
Bad
That one
shot.
inside of the backboard.
Bad shot. That may get him pulled out the game.
Pull up jump shot from Edwards. Edwards can't get it to go.
Yeah, that was a rush shot. Two rush shots by both teams on that one right there.
So hard to win a basketball game with every single possession.
Yes.
Matters as much as it does.
Great defense.
And Kanari Kane almost tipped it in, but it was tipped in by Williams.
Jalen Williams. That gives him 7 points. Balanced scoring by both teams.
Now we'll see Amari Floyd coming into the game. Got it inside the Tolbert. Tolbert over the top.
Adonis Tolbert.
Gets the 2. 1-point basketball game, 71-70. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the game clock.
Adonis Tolbert with 14 points.
We got substitutions at the table for both teams. Oh, leaning.
Tough shot. Jeez.
Hard shot for you, someone else. Easy for Elijah Stewart. He's been having his way all night. Got it to Edwards. Edwards gives it to Glover. Glover passes up on the 3. He goes back to Mitchell. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
Gets it inside. Tolbert. Tolbert is fouled. I like that the Tigers are not settling for jump shots.
They're going to the basket. They're letting it be known you're going to have to block this shot.
We'll get a timeout as for the Tigers, Amari Floyd and Christian Ford will check into the basketball game. And for the Panthers, It'll be Chris Martin checking back into the basketball.
As expected, you want Chris Martin and the Stewart twins in this game in crunch time. And you want your big players for Edward Waters in the game as well. But you know what? Adonis Tolbert has earned the play down the stretch in this game. He has 14 points.
We got a 3-point basketball game, 73-70. A minute and 56 remaining. What do you think we're going to see for the remaining of the basketball game?
You know, with Clark having the lead, they're going to slow this game down and depend on the guard play to either get him a bucket or get him a basket to the bigs down low. And for Edward Waters, they're going to the bucket. Plain and simple, they're going to the bucket.
Now we'll have Adonis Tolbert at the line. Able to cut the lead to 1. First free throw up for Tolbert.
Oh,
around
and good. Wow.
It's Tolbert talking to the basketball there like Kevin Garnett.
Home cooking on them rims.
Tolbert's second free throw could cut it to 1.
Second one is good.
Stewart still talking to the crowd.
16 points for Adonis Tolbert.
Andrew Stewart just told someone in the crowd that nobody can guard him. Martin just got
and it goes out of bounds. Wow.
I was just going to speak on the
costly turnover.
73-72.
Can Edward Waters capitalize?
Goliath Mitchell with the basketball. Now we'll see a change-up in that defense for Clark Atlanta. Mitchell ripped out.
Rebound by Kyan, but big rebound. I don't know about that shot. Well, 1-point game, I'm going to the basket. Either I get fouled or it gets blocked. One of the two. Martin's looking to take over.
He likes the matchup against.
That I call it. He's looking to take over.
Like the matchup against Glover, and he'll be fouled. We got a 1-point game. Martin will go to the line, and he's shooting 2. That shot, and as I expected, we'll get Jeremiah Corte coming into the game. I think they'll get a bigger guard and put on Martin. As Martin got the first free throw to go. Second free throw is up.
Second one is good. Martin has 8 free throws made.
3-point game, under a minute on the clock. Got it inside the Tolbert. And
there's a foul. Yeah. Tolbert playing inspired basketball.
We'll talk about our situational basketball here. They're down 3. If Tolbert makes them both, will we start seeing substitutions, offense for defense? We'll see. As 3 substitutions come to the table.
Tolbert knocks it down.
Tolbert got the first one. And I think we will start to see offense for defense type substitutions here as Coach Baral Huff goes a little bigger on the defensive end after this Tolbert possession.
Tolbert again.
Gets them both. We got a
1-point game. 41 seconds.
How do you think the additional size plays out for the Tigers?
This is going to either Martin or the Twins. One or the other.
They'll switch the screens up at the top.
There it is. They got Martin. This is going to Martin. Great defense.
Stewart took a tough shot. Edward Waters basketball. We've got
Edward
a
Waters
game
with 12 seconds left. Oh, this is big. Great defense by Edward Waters as they doubled Chris Martin so he could not get the shot off. He had to give the ball up in that instance right there. And the Twins, I told you, Madre, if I'm going to live and die, I'm going to live or die on the Twins shooting threes. And fortunately, that one didn't go in that time. I would have to eat some Groovy to knock it down.
75-74 is our score. 12.3 seconds remaining on the clock. We've got a full timeout on the floor. Now, here's the big question coming up. Who takes the shot for Edward Waters?
If it's me, you know me. I'm going to the big fella. He's been effective. They don't have anybody that can hold him down low.
So you're going Tolbert over Edwards?
I'm going to go to Tolbert down low because he's going to get fouled. He's going to get fouled. Now, with that being said, if I can't get it to Tolbert.
Now, Edwards is your leading scorer in the basketball game.
If I have to create a shot, I'm going to depend on Deshaun Edwards to create the shot. If it's an offensive set where I can get it to Tolbert down low, that's what I'm going to do.
I believe you danced with the girl that took you to the prom, and I'm giving it to Goliath Mitchell. He's been our guy all season. I would trust him to be our guy in this moment.
Here we go.
10 seconds remaining. There's Mitchell on the drive. Tipped. Floyd, no. 2 seconds.
Oh, it's no good.
No foul call after the contact. And that no call on the Goliath Mitchell drive, wow, will cost Edward Waters the basketball game.
That was tough. Great game. Man, great game. You hate to see somebody lose.
75-74. Same guy that I said has been bad all night was bad on the final play of the game.
Man.
What a fantastic game. As you mentioned, you hate to see anybody lose. David, any final thoughts on what we saw today?
You know what? Edward Waters is here. From what I see, Edward Waters is here.
Edward Waters, as we mentioned, into that SIAC East, loses a tough contest 75-74 to Clark Atlanta. Thank you for tuning in to our broadcast. Goodbye and good night.
Good night.